Uh, if I ask what are the features of SQL Server based on the yesterday's discussion?
SSIS, SSAS, and
Yeah, we have a lot many things.
SSRS. Yeah.
Okay, today we are going to discuss about these are the basics, guys. Completely, we are discussing about the very basics of the SQL Server. You have to understand. Yesterday we have discussed the features of the SQL Server, data warehousing, and then high availability, and then disaster recovery, business intelligence application, performance optimization. All those features we have in the SQL Server, right, guys? Based on the yesterday's discussion. Today we are going to discuss about the different editions of the SQL Server. Different editions of the SQL Server. What is the meaning of editions, guys? What is the meaning of editions?
Features something. Evaluation.
Okay, chalo. I am going to share my screen and then start the discussion. Guys, after 30 minutes or after 40 minutes, automatically the session is going to close. You don't surprise. And again, you can use the same link and resign to the session. Once again, I am telling, automatically this session is going to end after 30 minutes or 40 minutes. You don't surprise. Again, you use the same link and then resign the session. Okay? Can you confirm?
Yes, sir.
Others? Aisha, Alim, Prashant.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Chalo. I am going to share my screen now. We'll discuss about the editions. What is the meaning of editions? Editions means, suppose uh, let's consider editions means if you purchase, see, in the software, whatever the software you purchase, there will be a different features in the different versions, different editions. If you purchase basic version, then you will be having a limited features. If you purchase little bit standard software, then you will be having a little bit more features. Like that, we have a different editions in the SQL Server software. We have a different editions in the SQL Server software. What is the meaning of edition? So here I have given the term edition refers to a specific version or variation of a product that is released to cater the different needs, features, and the price points. So based on the need, based on the purpose, based on the requirement, we need to go with the particular edition. We have a different editions in the SQL Server. We have a enterprise edition, we have a standard edition, we have a express edition, we have a developer edition. These are the main four editions the Microsoft is going to release the SQL Server editions. Based on your requirement, you can go and then purchase and take the subscription of the Microsoft to use the SQL Server software. I will tell you what is the meaning of, what is the purpose of each and every edition. Now, Enterprise Edition. Enterprise Edition is the high-end SQL Server software. Enterprise Edition is the high-end SQL Server software, and this Enterprise Edition is majorly used for the production environment and then very large scale databases. Very large scale databases, and then there is no limitations of the hardware configurations or hardware requirements. What is the meaning of very large scale databases, guys? Can you give me any example? What is the meaning of very large scale databases? In which industry they are going to use very large scale databases? Can you give me any example for this?
Yeah, medical and medical domain.
Medical and then medical domain, Hari, I can say uh, that is not a most complex and then critical database. I will tell you why. Okay, others. Uh, guys, one second. May I know? So I can able to see this ST. Who is that? What is the name? Hello. may I know who is this? Who is the name? ST.
He texted in the chat box.
Is it? Okay. 1 second. Shwetang. Okay. Shwetang, can you give me your mobile number and then can you give me your mobile number and then email ID? Yeah, and email also, email ID also. Yeah, sure. So this is your first session, right, Shwetang? Can you unmute and then talk something? Can you give me your brief introduction? Hello, Shwetang. Can you give me your brief introduction?
Hear
Chalo.
you.
Yeah, I can you give me your what is your background, Shwetang?
What?
I just wanted to understand your background. So what was your education and then what is your skill set experience?
I'm a network engineer. In the last 4 years, I have experience in my local city.
Okay, chalo. So actually, already we have completed the 2 sessions, Shwetang. I am going to ping the previous session recording the videos in the same chat box. You can go through the recording, those 2 recording sessions, those 2 sessions recording sessions. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. So we were discussing about the large scale database. See, the utmost and then complex large scale databases are financial databases, banking databases. If you see the State Bank of India, if you see the HDFC, if you see the HSBC, if you see the ICSA, if you see the Lloyds Bank, if you see the American Express, if you see the uh, different Citibank, okay. So these bank related, finance related databases are most complex and the large scale databases. So in that scenario, this enterprise edition will be the utmost suitable for the very large and then complex databases. And this is very much suitable for the production database. And this enterprise edition is going to support the entire features, whatever we have discussed yesterday. Features like high availability, performance optimization, business intelligence, all the features this enterprise edition is going to support. There is no limitation. There is no limitation in the enterprise edition. So even hardware resource also, you can upgrade like anything. You can number of CPUs, number of motherboards, number of RAM. So you can according to the your physical server, according to the your requirement, terabytes of hard disk, like some memory, so number of 10 CPUs, 10 CPUs, like that you can use the without any limitations, you can configure the hardware resources also. So that is what the enterprise edition, that's what see here. It includes all SQL Server features, including advanced analytics and high availability performance tuning. All the features of SQL Server and this enterprise edition is going to use for the production database, and this is suitable for the utmost complex and then very large scale databases. Guys, how many of you know what is the meaning of production database? If you don't know, just tell me. I will explain. If you don't know anyone what is the meaning of production database, let me know so that I can explain. I am in impression that you everyone knows about the production database, so that I have not explained. If you don't know what is the meaning of production database, just let me know. I will explain. Guys, you know everyone what is the meaning of production database? Aisha, Alim, Prashant, Hari, Shwetang. What is happening? Who is writing this one? What is the meaning of production database, guys? Any idea? Hari. Hari, I'm not able to hear you.
Yeah, don't idea, but
Okay, Alim, what is the meaning production database?
No idea, sir. I'm not sure.
Okay, you should ask. If you don't know the any terminology, that's what I am explaining the very basic concepts. I'm explaining the concept from very basic and then ground level. If I pronounce any terminology, any words, if you don't know that word, you have to understand, or else it is problem for you. It is not problem for me. Production database, nothing but, suppose let's consider, guys, you are going to the bank, and then you are depositing the some XYZ amount of money to your account. Okay, once you deposit the amount to the bank account, and if you are checking the bank balance in the ATM, is it reflected in the ATM, or it is not reflected in the ATM bank balance? Guys, are you getting my question?
Can you repeat it, sir?
Suppose if you go to the bank, if you deposit some amount to your bank account, okay, you will deposit the amount in the bank, and then you will come out of the bank. You are checking the balance in the ATM. You are checking the balance, your amount balance in the ATM. That deposit amount is reflected in the balance or not reflected?
It's reflected. It's reflected, sir.
Reflected, because it should reflect. See.
Yeah.
So that is a production database. See, from where you will get that bank balance. If you check in your ATM, your bank balance, and then it is displaying the bank balance in the ATM screen. That information has retrieved from the database on the fly. Whatever the data you are going to store in the database. Suppose you are going to the Apollo pharmacy, you are purchasing some products and medicines, and that Apollo pharmacy guy has going to save the your transaction, and he can able to retrieve the information. That is the live record. Whatever you are doing the live transaction, that is going to store in the database. Immediately you can able to read the data, or you can able to retrieve the data from the database. Live data you are going to save in the production database. That's why we can call it as a production database. You are going to deposit the amount on the fly. Whenever you are going to deposit the amount, from the next session you can able to from the next second you can able to retrieve that record or the transaction or that data. So that is a production database. Yes or no, guys? Hari, Alim.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So that is the meaning of production database. We have a multiple things. Production database. One second. I will explain. Okay. Production database, development database, and UAT database. Yesterday I told about the what is the meaning of database, right, guys? What is the meaning of database? Yesterday I told you. So for others, yesterday who has not part of the session, for them I am going to explain what is the meaning of database. I will take the one example. Okay, one second. I will take one example so that you can able to understand easily. Suppose let's consider, guys, you have a business. Okay, you have a business. Suppose let's say you have a e-commerce business. Example, Amazon. Amazon is the e-commerce business. Yes or no, guys? Amazon is the e-commerce business. Yes or no?
yes.
Yeah, Amazon is the e-commerce business. They are going to guys, in 10 minutes the session is going to end. Okay, So after automatically the session is going to end. After this, you can resign with the same link. So you can all resign with the same link. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. So I am talking about the e-commerce business. That is example is Amazon business. They are doing a business and they are maintaining the number of products in the Amazon portal. Number of products, right? So they are selling the number of products in the Amazon portal. As a customer, we are going to purchase or we are going to order the products in the Amazon portal. Whenever you submit the order, they are going to store their data, their data, product details. Suppose as a customer, I am a shaker, I am going to order a one mobile. I am going to order a one mobile. I will submit the order button and then I will pay amount and then I will order the mobile. Once I click the button, order button in the Amazon portal, the data is going to store in a database in form of a tables. The customer, I am a shaker, customer data is going to store in a customer table, and I have ordered the mobile order ID, and then order details will be stored in a order table. Product, I have ordered the mobile, so that product information is going to store in a product table. So location, my address details, I am belongs to the Hyderabad, that address details will be going to store in the location table. And finance table, payment related. So what is the amount for that particular mobile? So amount details, all those things are going to store in the payments table. Like that, database is a collection of a data and which is going to store in a different tables, and each table will be having a relationship between the each table. Once again, I am telling you, database is a collection of a data, and the data is going to store in the multiple tables in the database, and each table will be having a relationship between the each and every table. Simply, I can say you are transforming your business data into the database. Nothing but your business data means what? Amazon business data, product information, customer information, location information, payment information, everything they are going to store in a database in form of a multiple tables, and each and every tables will be having a relationship, so that by having a relationship you can able to retrieve the data from the multiple tables. This is the high level meaning of the database. Guys, clear or not clear? What is the meaning of database? Hari,
Yes, sir. Clear.
Prashant, Aisha. So this especially this enterprise edition is meant for the production database. Like that we have a different databases here. I told production database, development database. So this database will be having a live data or current transactions. Guys, you can current transactions. Suppose nothing but example is uh, bank deposit amount. Okay, so this is the production database. Like this, in our projects, in our environment, we will use the three databases. Production database, this is just as a database developer, we will be having only a read permission. We will be having a read permission for all database developers. Database. So what is the meaning of read permission, guys? What is the meaning of read permission? Hari, you may be talking, but not able to hear you. What is the meaning of read permission?
We can't access them. We can't manipulate them. Only we can read the data.
Yeah, Alim, Prashant.
Yes, sir. We can't edit and modify the data. We can only read.
No write permission for developers. Okay. DBS will be having the all permissions. What is the meaning of DBA?
Database administrator.
Database administrator. So he is going to maintain all these databases. He will be having a privileges. He will be having all the privileges. But we are the developers. We will be having a only read permission. We will be having a only read permission on this production database. Why they are going to provide the only read permission? Any reason?
A security purpose.
What security purpose? Can you elaborate?
It's live can't be allowed to be developed.
Who is talking? But your voice is very not able to hear clearly. Why? Why only read permissions for developers? Why only read permission for developers?
Any disturbances are not occurring.
Any? Hari, whether it is a right or wrong, you can explain whether it is right or wrong. I am here to rectify you. Whatever you know, just you can omit that sentence.
Any mistakes not going to be happen. That's
Correct. Suppose, see, I will tell you, any mistakes means we are not going to do the mistakes, developers, but as part of the requirement, suppose let's consider as part of the requirement, you are working for the bank project. You are as a Hari is a customer. Hari is the customer to the SBI bank. He is going to change his mobile number and his email ID and then his address. Maybe as a customers, we are going to update all these things regularly, right, guys? In a bank, yes or no?
yes.
While updating the particular record of customer Hari, I supposed to update only a record which is related to Hari, and I need to update the mobile number and then address and then email ID. While updating this record, if I miss without knowing, if I miss some condition, if I am going to update the lot of records instead of a single record, then that is the mistake. Yes or no, guys? This is one of the example I'm going to tell you. I supposed to update the only one record, but while executing the SQL code, I miss the where condition. In that where condition, I have written where name equal to Hari, and I need to update mobile number, address, and then email ID. But while executing the code, I have executed without the where condition. What it will do in that scenario? Entire records, whatever the number of records are there in that table, for all the records, the same address, same mobile number, same email ID is going to update. So we are the developers. We will do the development according to the requirement. Sometimes we do the mistakes. If you do the mistakes in that scenario, if you modify the live data, then it is going to impact your database. So that for the developers, they are restrict. Database administrator will restrict. You do not have a right. You should not have a right operation on the production database. Okay, you should be having a only read permission, so that they are going to allow us only read permission. This is clear. What is the meaning of production database? Why do we have only read permission? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the meaning of development database? Any idea?
Creating new one.
Creating new one. What is that? What is the new one? What is a new one? Whatever it is, Hari or Ali,
New
others.
data. Yeah.
Sorry. See, 1 second. Usually, suppose let's consider you are